Hi guys, welcome to Millgap Farms. Beautiful day as always. A little chilly, but not too bad. It's gonna warm up today. I think my camera's starting to fog up. Can you see it? Whoop. How about now? So today we're gonna be bottling with some friends. Lud's on his way over, and we've got a gentleman named Scott coming to help us. And I think they'll be here in just a little while. Right now, what I'm doing is getting the bottling room set up. And that's gonna include, putting tables up and getting the bottles staged, getting the filter press built up. Now, if Lud gets here, he's gonna help with the filter press because that seems to be his baby at times. There's the filter press. Here's all our pieces, parts in here we gotta get set up. Our syrup's been on the stove for hours. In fact, I put it on there last night and it got up to about 80 degrees. Now it's sitting right where we want it, just under 200 degrees. So we're gonna press it and put it into our bottler, but we can't do that yet until we clean the bottler. So that's next. Hey, as always, we appreciate you guys watching our videos. Consider giving us that thumbs up, very helpful. Also, comments, love them, because we're learning every day. So come along, let's see what we can get done today. It's a little warm in here. Have you ever bottled before? Pretty easy stuff. In this instance, my friend Lud's coming over too. He agreed to come Wednesday to help bottle, which is really helpful because we have all those sort of darker brown boxes to do, and that's a lot of bottling. So when he gets here, we'll go through the entire process. He knows what it is, but generally it's what's in the stove right now is going to come off the stove. It's going to get in here after we filter press it, and then we're going to have tables set up, and one person's going to do the bottling, which could be you, could be me. That's just putting the liquid into the bottles, and then there'll be one person capping, and then the third person is going to be the person who is bar backing, where they're going to make sure that these bottles are on the table and ready to go for the person bottling, and then the capped bottles going back into a box, and then they're staged out here. Fun process, and that's about it. If we have extra left over, which we will have some, that goes into different bottles than what we're first starting with. The first part of this is for an order that's due by the 12th of April, and we're going to deliver it next week. And we've run out of 3.35 ounce, which is the middle maple leaf. So we have a small maple leaf, middle maple leaf, and big maple leaf. We ran out of the middle maple leaf because someone ordered them all this week. They came up. Bottling should take us, 3 of us, maybe 2 hours, maybe 2.5. My wife will make us some lunch, I hope. I don't know. I may make us some lunch. Depends what Lud's doing. We usually have sandwiches for lunch, and then we usually do it up here. We don't go to the house. My kids are in the house. They eat too much syrup, so we don't want to be around them the whole time. You have a kid, right? Yeah. Okay. Did you have to both of them here when you're here, maybe for some? Okay.
Yes, one little one, but medium-sized one.
I happen to get a 4-year-old.
Yeah. So
I have a 4 and a 6, and we're in the same kind of sleepless mode, I think, because my kids don't sleep. Yeah. And when they're up, they're just like, here's like me, 100 miles an hour. They just don't stop. So I'm gonna get this stuff off because I'm cooking. We've already got this up to temperature. We're right where we need to be. I'm gonna shut it off. I'll give you kind of an overall of how this goes down. And that is, the night before, I unkeg the syrup and it goes into here, which is this is here. Can you smell it? Can you smell syrup? We're not ready to get it in there because what's in here needs to get cleaned out. So in this particular thing, this is the bottler. I came up this morning, I don't know, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, turned it on, set it to 175. That way it's a little bit cooler. When this goes in, this will go in about 185 to 200 approximately. The difference of 175 and the 180 this is gonna warm up, this is gonna cool down, boom. We're right where we want to be in the bottom, which is around 180, 182. That's my comfort zone. Now, So the water's got to come out of this, which is in the top. We'll drain it out here in a minute, clean everything, lubricate it, do some quick couple adjustments if we have to, and then set the filter press up. We got to check our brakes. So let me grab my hydrometer, and you see those red lines? Right. If the circ was 60 degrees, this would give you the indication of whether or not it's syrup. Okay? But since we're at almost a boil, this is going to give us the indication that it's syrup. So the way this works is you just dip in. Now, I'll give you a heads up. You want to point it away from you when you're dipping. Okay? Because that little last bit that it clump that it drops in can flick hot syrup in your face. So we just set it in. You never drop it. You just set it nice and easy. Now you see where that's sitting? Alright, that is too rich. What that means is, if we were down here, that would not be enough. We need to be right at that point. So we just opened up our valve, and the valve is now allowing the water to come in here. What we're doing, you can tell some sugars in here. All we want to do is just get it loosened up, and that's what this is going to do. You can see a little bit of sugar around there. Not a problem. So, turn that off. We're going to run out this real fast. There. Now we're going. So what we're doing now is getting the last bit of water out. Okay. Right there. This is where we're going to stage this to be. This is where we're going to stage it for bottom. In a little bit, that'll make perfect sense. Kind of funny, bud. These boxes are 120. My boxes come in 96. My boxes are heavy when they're filled. These are going to be really heavy.
I haven't seen one of these yet, have I?
No, this is their glass. Now I tell you what, they box them right. Goodness gracious! Wow. They box it just like the. Wow. A little bit. Turn it up. Now, set it up in nice and easy. It does not go in the hole. That's where you put your water from the water jacket. Okay, bring it over. Bud, you want to fire it up? Okay, so now, in your hand, oh, what he's saying. He's not far off. So, you see it over there? It's coming up. We want it to the height of about right here. About here. And we'll know we're there because we can see it on the sight tube. Once it's here, the thermometer is going to take over and it's going to work. So, basically, we have the bottles over here. We use a swivel chair because we're going to be moving like this in this position. And the bottler, the person holding the bottles, is going to set the bottles here. I'm not going to do it because there's no syrup in there, but I'll get it close. This is going to go down. This is going to come up. When it does, the bottle's going to fill. Anything that fills higher than what we're looking for goes into the back. the goal is to stop before it gets to that point. One of these two, typically, I think this one's gonna go faster. I don't know why, I just know it does. It may be that we have to make some adjustments here on the internals of the rod coming down. We may make a little bit bigger hole. I don't know, we'll figure it out. But what's gonna happen is I'm gonna fill, or you're gonna fill, and it's almost you gotta extend a little bit to get it to Ludford. It's gonna sit there, then you're gonna get your second one. Fill, go, fill, go. The person sitting here, whether that's you or him, has a pair of gloves on. The first thing they're gonna do is they're gonna grab a cap. They got their gloves. This bottle's gonna be hot. And by the time you get to it here, it's literally gonna be hot. But it's gonna heat up pretty quickly. We cap it, lay it on its side. It's gonna come down here, so Lud's gonna have to stretch a little bit if he's doing it. They're gonna start stacking. Get the second row. By the time the second row is done, you will take the first row and put it back into the box, or a box. And then once you fill that box up, it goes out there on the pallet. When you come back in, he's gonna fill your next row up. You're gonna look over here to make sure I got plenty of boxes, or I'm gonna look over here to make sure you got plenty of boxes. The one thing that you gotta be careful of is a leaker. So on your side, you shouldn't be seeing any syrup. But every now and again, you get a leaker. And what that leaker is gonna do is it's gonna drip right there. So we're not gonna touch it. You guys are not gonna touch it. That's gonna be me come around, grab the bottle, spread it, clean it. Now that area can be used again. I gotta tighten it, and I gotta run over and rinse it and set it over there so it can dry. If you think you've got something on your gloves, the way you figure that out is this. Well, you got fur on your face, but you should, and so do I. If it sticks to your face, it sticks to that bottle. If it sticks to that bottle and does multiple bottles, we gotta take those bottles and clean every single one. So if you recognize it, we stop what we're doing, fix the problem, and move on. It's pretty easy. You're probably not gonna experience that, but if you did, touch your face, fix it. These are the gloves for the person doing the capping. These are gloves can work for capping. I find these a little bit more nimble or tactile, so I can do them better. You might want to try them. Okay, where do we need to be? Since we started the last couple of bottling sessions. So one of the things I'll do, Scott, is I always take and I put the bottles here because I know this is the fixed point. If I put them down here, when this comes down, it's coming all wonky. It's not going to be as efficient. So the efficient thing is stick it up. You're going to put your foot on the pedal, hold it down. Now we know we're shooting it into the right temperature. I'll explain why in a second. Okay. Well, we got to fix that. No problem. So the thing we have to concern ourselves with is any drips on the bottom of a bottle. That's a bad thing. So Ludford's going to want to grab that bottle pretty quickly. Now we set again. Set it. Now we're going to watch. One of these is going to fill faster. They're filling about the same rate. Okay. You see a drip? That's a problem. That could be just water coming off the side, but it also could be syrup. At any rate, you don't want to be messing with it. Sitting here, we're going to put a glove on the left hand. We want a nitrite or whatever kind of glove, latex glove. And the reason we do is because when you put your finger in there, there's a good likelihood that you're going to cut your cuticle. And you can be a man all day. A couple razor blade cuts on your cuticle, you're going to feel bad. Not going to be as much fun.
As you pick these up, first thing you look for is a drip. If there's no drip, try to tighten the thing a little bit more and put them in the box the way you're picking them up. So don't start here. Start here so you get this one. Well, we're going to take a box there and
we're going to go grab an extra box. Yeah. What's on the bottom of that one? Look at that drip on the top. Oh, here's the problem, Lud. Let me go get my big old wrench. See it right there?
I do.
So we got to get that fixed first.
That's that big nut on top, I think.
Well, Doc, stop calling me that, Lud.
You lay them on their side.
He's so sensitive, you know.
You lay them on their side in here.
No, stand on.
Yep.
These bottles are going in right side up, right?
Nope. Upside down.
Okay.
Upside down. That's your final check. I remember last time we had to pull this off and put a new piece on it.
It is leaking.
Hold on, I probably spoke a little too soon when I said we've had good luck with this game.
I'm sitting eyeball level and I don't see any more leaks, so I think maybe you might have got it.
You can tell you've done it before.
A couple of times. I know what I'm looking for. I don't see, Mark. I don't normally have help bottling. I don't, and so I've been doing all my bottling by myself for the longest time. And on a keg, not a problem.
Yeah.
You know, when I get to like doing, you know, a 1,000 bottle order, it takes me days by myself. But with a couple of guys like today, we're gonna knock this out in a couple hours.
So do you? So what would these be going for?
There's a company that contacted me that is interested in having our syrup, obviously in a bottle, and co-branded the product, meaning their name and my name is on it, and not just always. I sell the bottle to them. I don't care what they put on it.
Yeah.
I don't do that. I want my brand. I'm still building my brand.
Yeah.
So to me, I felt like co-branding their name and my name. I'm okay with it.
So it's both in big letters, or is it written small down at the bottom?
No, it's on both sides, so it's not huge. You won't. When you look at the front, it's got more weird stuff on it, like herbs. Weird. I don't know why you're doing that, but their line of whatever is that. So that seems to make sense in that regard. The back of it is my organic information, my website information, or my YouTube information. So hopefully the folks will hit it and go to YouTube and think, huh, these guys are weird.
That's just like saying them.
They're strange. So we have to deliver these to Northern Virginia. I'm going to try calling Glenn into doing it. He seems to like to drive there a lot. So we had a really great day today. Scott Miller came out from the valley. He lives over in Shenandoah. He's a farmer. He grows lettuce, and it's really cool. He grows it hydroponically. And he came out to Maple Festival actually, and said he would love to come out and spend some time on the farm. So he did, and we had a great time. Ludford was here today, as he is most of the time, which is wonderful. We have the most amazing neighbors. So between Scott and Lud and myself, we were able to bottle almost 13, no, maybe more than that, probably 1,350, almost 1,400 bottles. And that was just a good day. That would have taken me days, guys. It really would have. And so I really, honestly appreciate these guys coming out and helping out. The day is almost over. The tractor's warming up, and I need to go get the cattle fed. But before I do that, I'm going to get the rest of this sugar out of here. And it's not sugar, it's actually maple syrup mixed with some distilled water. It's cooled down, so we're going to put it in these jugs, and then we're going to save it for the next time that we make syrup, and we may mix it in with our existing syrup. This water came out of our filter press, so it is a lot, almost syrup. It's not far from syrup. So the next time that we're going to bottle, we're going to put that in with our syrup, and we're going to make a little bit more syrup for us. It's really cool. Thanks a lot. I really want to say thanks to Scott and Led. Without them, this would have taken days. I'm telling you guys. I am grateful they came over and helped. We always have fun here on the farm. Hey, if you ever want to come out on the farm and stay, we have a B&B here on the farm. Go to millgapfarms.com. Check it out. We are in the middle of nowhere, convenient to nothing, and it's absolutely beautiful. The views here are amazing. Love to have you come out and stay with us. You know I gotta do this. Oh. That is delicious. Although I think that had some sugar sand in it. Let me show you what we got done today. Here we go. Now they're all going to go back into these cases right here, but right now we got them upside down so that we can find any additional leakers there may be. We don't think they're going to be any because we double tighten them. We tighten them when we first put the syrup in them, lay them on their side, then we tighten them a second time. So here's all the syrup that we got done today, and this is going to be delivered to Northern Virginia probably next week sometime. This is a syrup that we did over here. That's a Peruvian coffee bean. That's an El Salvadorian coffee bean. And check these out. These are our 3.35 ounce maple leaves. They're really cool. Definitely had sugar sand in it. So guys, we really appreciate you watching our videos. Consider giving us that thumbs up. It really helps us out. You know what really helps us out even more? Are your comments. We are learning every single day. And a lot of times, you guys tell us some things that we just didn't know, and we really appreciate it. Really do. So thanks a lot again for watching our videos. Consider subscribing. Love to have you back here on the channel. Till next time, God bless you guys.